all right. Positive energy all the time. I'm representing Chicago, Illinois. Shout out to everybody on Kick. All my people over on Twitch, everybody on YouTube, and everybody on both of my Facebook accounts. Let's get it. We got Richmond, Virginia in the building. We got Naptown, Indianapolis in the building. We got Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the building. We got my brother all the way from Bristol, UK. Shout out to everybody in the UK. A lot of good brothers and sisters in the UK. Here we go. Come on in. Make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We got Tampa in the building. We got Philadelphia in the building. Yeah. What else we got? We got San Jose, California in the building. I haven't watched it. I didn't watch it yet. Sacramento. I haven't watched it. I'm not sure. I gotta see if I'll enjoy it. We're supposed to watch it, and it's supposed to take us into the world. Lil Meech, it's going to be hard to see him as Big Meech now when I see him on the screen. So I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to, you know. It was already, so he's not helping anything. You know what I'm saying? You know. We'll see. I was supporting it. It was, you know what I'm saying? It's not my favorite. My favorite is Raising Kanan. You know, I could do without the BMF. It was all right. Big Meech wasn't really a good actor. He's not that good, but I knew he was just, I knew he was just starting. But he kind of never got better. He's a little dry. But I was just going to go along with it. I support 50, so I was going to watch it anyway to support 50. You know? But he was always, the brother that played Terry is good. The mom is good. The dad is good. All the other actors. Meech is the worst actor on there. He's just, his lines sound rehearsed, sound dry. It all makes sense. You could tell he wasn't working on his craft. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he didn't work on his craft. You could tell. It all makes sense. The guy is an idiot. You could tell he didn't work on his craft. He was just running the streets. You know what I'm saying? He made enough money. He should have kept going to acting classes. He should have perfected his art. It was just like he was out running around. It seems like he'd be using substances. So it looked like he was just doing the show, going blowing money, running around. Next season come, go do the show, run around, blow money. That's what he seemed like. He never said, let me work on my craft and really become an actor. You know what I'm saying? No, he's not that good of an actor because uh he doesn't work on his craft. He's still the same person from season one. Every season he should have got better. Look at the little brother that played uh Ghost Son that's got his own show now. Look how much better he's gotten. Look how much better he's gotten. Everybody got better except Lil Meech. He still was the same dry. He's dry. His lines are dry. I just ignored it. Terry was really the one worth watching it for. The brother that played Terry is great. The father is great. The mother is great. The baby sister is really good. Meech is not. Yeah, was good. Yeah, he was really good. So I was just watching it just to follow it, just because I started watching it. But I don't know. I don't think I could. I don't think it's hard for me as a businessman, as somebody that could shoot movies myself and to take film very serious. Um, it's hard for me to overlook my professionalism and then watch you. Now if you're good, I could just forget about myself and just really get into the show. But if you're not no good, I'm gonna be thinking like a director. And I can't help that. So I'm gonna be thinking like a director. As a director, mm, it would be too late for me to kill him off in it because this happened and they've been shot. But me, yeah, I would have killed him off first scene. Well, he couldn't because that's not the real story. So he can't do that because in the real story, Meech goes to prison. So 50 kind of he's gotta play it off. Yeah, because it's not. I gotta be forgetting this is after a true story, so you can't kill him off. I don't know. I doubt if I watch it though. But I seen this when I seen this incident with Meech, and I seen the airport incident too when he started snitching. In, it's like, dude, what the hell's wrong with him? And so people would be like, well, this happened like last week or so. Well, I only talk about it if I get motivated. So just because it's a new story, if it doesn't motivate me, I'm not going to talk about it just to get views. But today I was watching my bro. Y'all go subscribe to my brother, Street Blogs, 4LTV. Y'all go subscribe to bro. And I was watching my brother, and he's been talking about it, and that kind of stimulated me. It made me start thinking about the TV show. But yeah, go check out my brother, Street Blog 4L. Tell him Pharaoh said that sent you over there. That's my man. You know what I'm saying? Doing it big in the game. Doing it big on phone now. What's up, Sir Drop? Something. But Meech, I want to say he's a lame, but he is a lame. But I believe he's addicted. I believe he's got an addiction. I believe he's got an addiction. And with his father's reputation, a TV show, he's trying not to be rock bottom. If it wasn't for his daddy's reputation and TV show, he would probably be in the street somewhere or been in jail, been in prison by now. He's a loser. He's got an addiction. He's not taking care of himself. He's not taking care of himself. He's got an addiction. Anybody could see it. And he's a goofy. I talked to a couple of brothers, a couple of other OGs, and they was like, man, Pharaoh, a couple street dudes. Man, Pharaoh, man, give him a pass, man. He ain't from the streets, man. He ain't built like that, man. He ain't from the streets. Give him a pass, bro. Broski, give him a pass, man. He ain't from the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling them, I'm like, all right, cool. He not from the streets. All right. Let's analyze that. He's not from the streets. He's an actor making big money. And like I asked bro down, I said, ain't he supposed to have his weapon legally? Ain't he supposed to be carrying legally? They're like, man, we ain't think about it like that. Right, y'all saying he's not from the streets. All right, is he a smart citizen? Anywhere side you put it on, he's a dummy. If you not from the streets, why you don't go get your concealed carry? Why you don't go get your concealed carry? Why aren't you carrying as a legal citizen? Why is you hiding stuff all in the car? Why you throw the weapon on your mans and snitch on your and tell the police, go over there, did you look and see that other stuff? Did you find that other stuff in the car? And his man sleeping, his man wake up and all the stuff is in his lap. What that, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If he not built like that, that's fine. But why he trying to act like he from the streets? Why isn't he acting like a civilian? Make it make some sense. Okay, you're not from the streets. Cool. Why aren't you acting like a civilian? Like here in Illinois, they got these strict gun laws. And you can't get it off your record. You got to do flips and all that. I got to go down there and get, you got to some kind of way get these felony convictions. You can get them off. You can get them and get rid of them, but they still won't let you own a weapon. But a judge just overturned that, right? And so that's been overturned. So now, you can go and you can get your weapon now, but they ain't telling everybody. There's a court case that you could use now to get your gun rights back. You know what I'm saying? You said, Pharaoh, it's the urge to portray the boss. But no, he ain't doing that. He not portraying no boss. He portraying a buster. That's what I'm trying to say. He not. That's what I'm trying to say, G-Rock. He not portraying no boss, riding around in no car, throwing no weapon on your friend's lap when he sleep, snitching to the police, looking all bummy and tacky. That ain't no boss. What is he doing that's portraying a boss? The man is addicted to some substance and keep getting caught as somebody addicted. He'd never getting caught portraying Big Meech. He only do that when he go and it's a photo op. Then he try to look like, and anytime you're not really into your role, when you go take your picture, you still gonna look like a goofy. If you're a goofy all the time, and then cameras roll up on you, you ain't gonna be able to be no G. You ain't gonna be able to de-goofify yourself. How you gonna de-goofify yourself? Well, you're goofy. He not. If he was carrying himself like a boss, he would take every advantage of the law. A boss would have them real security with and everything. Bosses don't be sloppy like that and tacky like that and dress. Y'all see how he looked in that car? Did he look like a boss? He looked like a bum, really. The man looked like a bum, like the man looked like a bum. And then and the thing is, here go the thing too. Here go the thing too. He not supposed to carry himself like the person in the movie. Anytime you see him, he's supposed to carry himself like an actor. He's typecasting himself. So if I'm playing Meech, when y'all catch me off camera, I want to be who I really am. Flannery Jr., the actor, so I can get other roles. I wouldn't try to typecast myself and be Lil Meech. What you gonna do when the show is over? You know what I'm saying? And then he trying to carry himself like his dad's. Dad's a buster, a custer in L.A. His daddy's a buster. Lil Meech ain't that, man. Lil Meech was never the man. Terry was the man. Lil Meech was a clown. Always have been. That boy just like his daddy. Lil Meech is a clown. Lil Meech was not the man. Lil Meech jumped in front of BMF and made himself look like the man, throwing money and all that. Terry was the mastermind. That's why him and Terry fell out. That's why they fell out. Because Terry was constantly trying to get Meech to sit down. But Meech want everybody to see him. His son just like his daddy. They ain't the buster. Come on, man. Big Meech is a clown. Oh my soul. Big Meech ain't that. Big Meech ain't that. If Big Meech was a super gangster like that, he's taking none of these pictures. This a goofy. Okay? This a goofy. If Big Meech was a boss, you think I'd be talking about him like this? Do I look scared? He a buster, man. He ain't that. I'm telling you, he not that. He never was. Big Meech is the reason everybody got busted. That's who he is. He's the fool that put the BMF billboards up. That's who he is in the game, a clown. Somebody that was selling a lot of illegal stuff and wanted to be famous. Who you know getting that much weight and want to be famous? Who you know getting that much money and throwing money everywhere with no legal what gangster you know that's gonna do that with no legal way to show where you got the money from. Who gonna go buy all them cars and stuff and don't have no company to show this money or no way to show how you even invested to get the company started? I can't just come out and tell the IRS I got a company making millions of dollars because they're gonna say, okay, where did that money come from? Uh, 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 Let us see your company records. Okay, Pharaoh, here's 150,000 that you put into this company. Where did that come from? Uh, 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 uh. Cuff him. He wants to be Al Capone, so let's do him like Al. What did Al? What happened to Al? Al, what did Al do? Same thing. Bought all that stuff, and the IRS locked him up because he covered all his bases except the IRS. You know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable. If you're a gangster, you're supposed to study gangsters. I don't know. So his daddy, come on, Lil Meech is just like his daddy. Come on, y'all. When y'all first seen Lil Meech when he got out of jail, did he look like really like a BMF kingpin when you first seen him? Huh? Do that look like a boss? Or do he look tacky as hell? Because he looked tacky to me. To me, he looked tacky. I don't know. He don't look like no boss to me. He looked like a typical convict. Ain't no street respect for no damn. Ain't no street respect for them. Ain't no street respect. Ain't no street respect for Meech. The people that run the streets don't even know who he is. They 20 years old, 30 years old. They don't know. They don't care nothing about dude. These shorties old. These shorties don't know nothing about dude like that. They'll pop him. I speak for Chicago. He ain't nothing in Chicago. Maybe, nah. The streets, everybody from his generation is either in prison dead or they definitely ain't in the streets. And they definitely don't represent the streets. And dudes, older dudes that's really kingpins and stuff, they don't respect dudes like that. Like dudes that got weight, that's flipping weight. When you be around dudes that flipping weight, and they not going to see Big Meech if he come to town. The only dude's gonna go to see Big Meech with a bunch of jewelry on is some bootleg fugazi dudes with a bunch of fake Cuban zirconians and shit on, and fake jewelry. That's gonna go. Ain't gonna be when you see the picture, you're gonna think they bosses. And dude work for UPS and stuff. Went and bought a whole bunch of big jewelry. He gonna go stand up there with Meech, you know what I'm saying? You surprised he had no foothold? Man, let me tell you something. You can have somebody here selling stuff. He could have had people here selling stuff. But as far as a foothold, the movies are hype, G Rock. He ain't had no pool like they trying to make it look. Only place he had pool like that was Atlanta. And he didn't have no pool in Atlanta from being illegal. He had pool in Atlanta for throwing money in the club. That's all he was famous for. He wasn't big in Atlanta as no kingpin as far as no gangster. He was big as far as flossing. That's all he was big for. He wasn't big for being no gangster. He was big for pulling up with 5 Jaguars and Lamborghinis and Rolls Royces, pulling up and throwing money. But he wasn't big for no gangster stuff. No, he didn't have. Okay, okay, okay. It's like this. Let's say I'm here and I'm selling a bunch of weight. I'm buying from Meech. So then they're gonna say Meech got some pull in Chicago, but he don't. I'm the man. They saying he got these states from the big dudes in them states that was buying from him. But he did not run they states. They ran they states. So they teaching it wrong, G-Rod. He was serving 20 states, but he didn't have no pull. If I sell you something in Detroit, I can't come to Detroit and boss Detroit and mess up your status in Detroit. I just sell your stuff and then I sell stuff by my boy in, okay, like Cuffy. Cuffy was the boss. As a matter of fact, Cuffy put Meech on. So it's people that run the states that he got all his money from, but they run that. He don't run nothing. All he was famous for was distributing. He had distribution in 20 states. That ain't nothing just because people coming and buying from you. He had distribution in 20 states, but he didn't run nothing. So he might have had somebody in Chicago might have bought from him. Yeah, Cuffy put him on. Meech couldn't go make call no shots in St. Louis. He couldn't call no shots. He was the little guy. Cuffy put him on. The distributors ain't nobody. Distributors ain't nobody. The only reason people are afraid of the distributors because they backed up by the cartels. That's why. Because if you give Meech a problem and you mess up, you're messing up his business with the cartels. And it's the cartels gonna come see you for messing up their business with Meech. That's how that's gonna go. But as far as Meech, he ain't nobody, but he plugged to the cartels. So if you go to war with him, you was messing up the best business interests of the cartels, and you're gonna have problems. But not because of him. And if you can go show the cartels you can sell more stuff to him, he's out of there. So he wasn't no boss, he was a big distributor. He was a big distributor that knew how to keep it kind of on the low to get to distributing. But then when he got the money, he got out there clowning, doing stupid stuff, putting billboards up all over Atlanta. And the feds like, what the heck is BMF? Look into it. And that was the end of it. Who in the hell is a gangster putting up a big billboard that's selling a lot of weight? He's a fool. Look, Big Meech is an idiot. Okay? He's an idiot. He had business. He had balls to business. He had big dreams for business. But he let the money distract him from the business. He just couldn't do the business. He wanted to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did. When he said, I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover. Guess what the GDs did when he said that? He paid for that. I ain't gonna talk about nothing that happened, but maybe Big Homie CC will tell you how that turned out. That ain't turned out so good. Look, and I'm gonna leave that like that because we're trying to get, we're trying to get Larry out. So I ain't gonna go into those details. And put no salt on Larry. But yeah, there was problems. Anybody was on the internet scene, he had problems in various states. Matter of fact, this car kind of got. Yeah, I remember. I don't want to say nothing because Larry's out. Larry, we try to get Larry out. Just for saying that, a lot of G's say Meech a sucker for letting them do that. You should have pressed him. You know what I'm saying? How you a gangster? Let's say I'm Big Meech and I'm really a gangster. I'm not a distributor. And I get out of jail and I see Rick Ross. Guess what I'm gonna say? So you think you me, huh? You think you Big Meech? Cause I don't think you Big Meech. So what we gonna do about this? I don't appreciate you. I don't appreciate that. I'm gonna have my main man put his arm around him while we take a little walk. We're not taking no pictures. You think you Big Meech? Really? You think you Larry Hoover? I heard you got pressed. Well, you paid. I heard you paid. I heard you paid for saying you Larry Hoover. So, hey, you said you was me too. So I just show you he ain't no gangster. He went there and let the man son him. And the man got a big old key on his chest and got a little key on you advertising his show. He let Rick Ross son him. Rick Ross got a hat say B. I'm the boss. He ain't even see none of that. And he leaning on him like a little girl. That's it. Everybody's sonning him. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you can't use his name like that and he happy and then you go throw him some bird feed. Where they do that at? I mean, if he was a gangster, I'd be scared, wouldn't I? I'm supposed to be scared of Big Meech, ain't I? I was just saying. Ain't I supposed to be scared? I'm just saying. I'm supposed to be scared, ain't I? And be really all that. Ain't I supposed to be scared? Now you gonna walk up on me? I'm just saying. I should be. If he's really that. Nah, ain't nobody, ain't nobody scared of him. Do he look like he think people scared of him? He look like all smiles to me. No, he know. He been in prison. He know what the streets think. The streets think he was a rat. But what do I know? The streets want to know how you get home so early. Who is Tammy? What cuff he talking about? That's what the streets want to know. How you get that time cut off with the feds? The feds don't cut no time off. State, the feds don't cut no. Why the feds showed you some favor? That's what the streets. If I'm a big distributor and I'm walking into a club and they say Big Meech in there, I'm going the other way. I'm not going in that club. But if I'm a big distributor, I don't go to clubs. Anyway, I'm just making up or something because I don't You know, I'm not going to no clubs. I'm not going outside with no bunch of jewelry on or nothing like that. I got on a sweater and some loafers and I'm watering my grass and I'm trying to look like a regular neighbor. But I'm not trying to get no attention. Duh, I'm trying to get money, not attention. The attention is the police pay attention. You know, brothers don't understand. This man is straight goofy. I don't know why he didn't concentrate on his career as an actor. That's all he had to do. Every time I see him, he a clown. He not studying his lines. He should have been going to acting school. You know what I'm saying? If Meech and them walked up on me, would I be surprised? You know, listen, surprises is a part of the game. And so it would be no difference than if somebody walked up on me and said, put your hands up, it's a robbery. It come with the territory. But I would say if he was any type of threat, that wouldn't really be good for his health. Because he know the rules. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't walk up, just do what you're going to do. Because I'm going to do what I do. Because in my profession, if Meech owed somebody some money, I was the person they used to send to go get it. So he ain't shit to me. You can't fight what you can't see. If I walk up on him, he ain't gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I'm not walking up on a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't do tough guys. My job is not to be tough. My job is to get the job done. It's not to be tough. I don't do tough shit. I wouldn't be out there trying to be tough with him. Come on, man. He did not get out of prison early to end up here laying on the ground leaking. In Chicago. Nigga, you better go live your life. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that. Nobody. Not like that. Not like that. You gotta be a gang, you know, you gotta be a gang chief or something, you know. And it gotta be a gang chief from a gang I'm affiliated with. You can't be no op. You know what I'm saying? I don't care nothing about that. No, I'm not different. This Chicago. Shorties are popping in Chicago. This Chicago, man, he can't walk up to no shorties here. Man, we got 16, 17-year-olds. He cannot walk up on them. That's just the movies, man. That's the movies, man. That's the movies. These little shorties knock him back, man. That's the movies. Y'all believe I could walk up on these shorties out here talking crazy? Anybody believe that? That's not realistic. This the real world. Whoever shoot first win. Ain't that's it. There's no other wins. Like in Chicago, whoever shoot first, they win. Ain't no talk, ain't no tough, nothing. They don't do tough no more. That's the movies. That's the movies. That's not streets of LA, New Orleans, Florida. They don't do that. That's movies, man. You only the big man with your little crew. You they big man. You only okay. You're the big man and your crew. Like if I got a crew and my man is the big distributor and I'm with him, he the big man in our crew. But he ain't shit to nobody else. He ain't shit to the big man in the other crew or the little men in the other crew. That's the movies, man. That's the movies. That's not real. That's why we losing so many shorties. They get out here and they start believing they somebody because their crew told you somebody. It does not. This is not jail. This is not prison where you could build a reputation. This is outside. This is not prison. What happened to all the big foes? They got shot. There's none of that. Civilians ain't even gonna listen to you. It's brothers in this chat that's just regular brothers that got kids. You cannot talk crazy to them. You cannot walk up to them talking crazy, talking about you big daddy. Woo, they don't care. Don't nobody care nothing about who you are. That's the movies, man. A man gonna want respect. You're not gonna disrespect no man out here based on nothing. Ain't no man in 2025. It's some brothers, yeah, scary or whatever. But there's a lot of brothers out here and Hispanics and white men, they don't tolerate no disrespect. Period. Just on GP, just on what they own. That's all fake. And then why would Meech pick me out? A lot of people saying he told. Shit. He gonna run up on everybody he say he told? He gonna pass 50 and come to me? He gonna look like a punk right there. Go holler at Phil. Well, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm a truth teller and I say a lot of things. I be having a lot of haters. So when I go outside, it ain't no surprise. The only surprise is me. Every second when I'm outside, I'm ready for bullshit. It's just come with the territory. I have to always be ready when I go outside. Because for one, I'm an elder. And these young Venezuelans and a lot of young criminals, they victimize the elderly. It's off the top. So a lot of young criminals, they victimize the elderly. They see the elderly, they victimize women and the elderly. So they see my gray hair, they're going to think it's a lick. That's first. So I'm always appear to be a victim. If you're elderly, you either got to make sure you always go into very safe locations, but I would still tell you, you need to be prepared. When I get with a woman, the first thing I do is get her prepared. Because when I get with women, they be totally unprepared for an attack or an assault. They just be outside like everything's sweet. And so the object is to not have your mind stuck where you can't have fun, but you always prepared. It's same. Let's take it off of that and let's talk about driving. When you're driving a car, you can never just be driving. You have to always look out for other drivers. You have to be a defensive driver. I got a friend, she lived in another state. She was sitting at the light. And somebody ran and hit her in the back and knocked her out into the intersection because she was just sitting there. But when she was sitting there, she was supposed to have been checking her rearview mirror. She's supposed to be checking her side view mirror. She's supposed to be looking. Every now and then, she's supposed to be looking up. She's supposed to be, when somebody pulling up behind her, she's supposed to be looking. You don't let nobody just pull up behind you because they can pull up behind you. You sitting there and jump out with guns and run up to your car. And now what you going to do with him right there at the window? And so if you living in 2025, you better act like you living in 2025. You know what I'm saying? You say you got to have a woman that'll listen. Well, one thing about it is that's not an option when you with me. I don't make requests to my women. They be demands. You know what I'm saying? I don't request she go and get a gun license. I take her to the gun store. You are dominant. So when you with a woman, you have to deal with her in dominance. How can you be the dominant male? And the only dominance she respects is action. Actions speak louder than words. A lot of times when you with a woman, and I don't have no weapons because I'm a felon. But when you're with a woman, you're gonna show her your weapons. You're gonna show her weapons. You're gonna take your weapon. You're gonna take the bullet out the chamber. You're gonna put it in the clip. You're gonna give her the weapon. You're gonna say, cock it. All right, give it here. Don't pull the trigger. Do it again. Cock it. You're not going to say, baby, you need to learn how to cock a gun. Baby, you need to know. You're going to say, here, cock it. She going to do it. And it's going to make her coochie wet. She going to do it. She going to be glad, too. When she says, yeah, I need to, they all say the same thing. I need to go get my license. I need to go get me one. That's what they gonna say. She gonna say, I need to go get me one. You know what I'm saying? Then she gonna go get it. If she's in Chicago, I'm gonna call my cousin who's an officer who shoot all the time. I'm gonna have him pick her up, take her to the gun range. I had my cousin take my daughter and her mama to the gun. Well, not my daughter, she was too young. I had to take my daughter's mother, but my daughter wanted to go now though. And she got a weapon that she will pop you with it. For a fact. She will smoke you if you're a threat. That's an absolute fact. And so I'm saying all that to say, you have to be prepared all the time. So as far as somebody walking up on me, first I'm going to think you're a clown. Because you see me on YouTube saying you're a bozo when you've been doing bozo stuff. Your son's a bozo. Now, if Big Meech wanted to talk to me, my side of the conversation would be, you need to be talking to your son. Because your son making you look bad, okay? Your son is making you look horrible. They're already saying you a snitch. And then your son out here.
Good, man. Hey, so what y'all doing in the gun stuff? Yeah. Okay. What y'all found it on him? Y'all found it? It's not legal. Huh? It's not legal. What is it? It's not legal. It's not legal what? To have a firearm. Well, I'm talking about the other stuff. Huh? The other stuff. Talking about the other guy? The other stuff, yeah. Yeah. That's illegal.
He gonna tell him, go check the other guy. Did you check? It's more to it than this. It's longer than this. He told him, did you go check Did you find out other stuff? He told the police. He told he told the police. He told the police, did you find out other stuff? His boy, there's a video of his boy. His boy said, I wake up. His boy was asleep. He wake up, the police opening the door. He got a gun and all this stuff in his lap. Mister threw it on his boy who was asleep. He threw it on his boy lap that was asleep. His boy was asleep. When that punk seen the police, he threw that stuff on his boy's lap. Now I got my man over here from Philly. Now, Street Media TV. If you own your platform, talk about Big Meech and Lil Meech, what would happen to Big Meech if he walked up on you? Because this is Big Meech. How would that work out for Big Meech? Street Media TV. Would you be scared? If I got somebody else over here, watch this. Watch this. Hey, Street Media TV. If Big Meech got mad and walked up on you, how would that work out for him? Would that work out good for him? Because he Big Meech. He know why I'm laughing, because I know him. It's really funny if you know what I'm talking to. It's just hilarious. Oh my God. This is crazy. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't walk up on dudes. We don't be Superman. We don't do Superman stuff. We trying to stay alive. We don't walk up on dudes. We don't do that. When you real out here, you know everybody could be real. Everybody could be just real as you real. You're not finna. No. I'm not finna walk up on nobody. I'll see you in my chat. Hell no. That's a good way for my career to be over. Come on, man. Ain't nobody playing with me out here. Like, what? Like, that's make believe, man. Everybody know that everybody not playing. Everybody know that. Everybody know that everybody not playing. Everybody know that. Nobody's playing with nobody. A brother that don't allow people to play with him, don't play with people either. We don't do that. We feel like the other dude gonna be just like we is. The worst thing you can do is think you the only one and he ain't like that. What if he just like that? Because a lot of times if we've been in the streets, everybody we was around was dangerous as hell. Ain't no most dangerous in the streets. It's the most craziest. It's the one that's catching a lot of bodies and gonna get caught. Now we do got the most craziest. You know, we got crash dummies. Everybody not finna crash out and leave their wife and their children. So we do got those. But nobody's scared of him because they tough. They scared of him because he crazy. And he crash out. He'll throw his life away. So he got an advantage. A crash dummy got an advantage over me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A crash dummy, I can't beat a crash dummy. Because I ain't no crash dummy, so I'm going to lose. Because a crash dummy will shoot me right in front of everybody under all the cameras and everything. For real. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna shoot nobody on camera. But dude to shoot me right in front of the police station. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave dude alone. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat a crash dummy. Somebody that don't care, that'll throw their life away, always gonna win. So you just let him go about his business. You know what I'm saying? You let him go about his business. I figured this was a good conversation for the youth. If you got a talent, home in on your talents. Stay off of drugs. 50 spent a lot of money for Lil Meech to go to rehab, and he right back on that stuff. Allegedly, supposedly, possibly, it looks like. He looked like a dope fiend. To me. He looked like a dope fiend. Even when he tried to clean himself up, you could still see it. In the back of that squad car, he looked like a hype that got a little money. That's what he looked like. He owned that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he gone, he addicted. See, a lot of people don't understand that stuff is opioids. And opioids is basically heroin. And opioids is like heroin. Opioids is like heroin. And heroin is highly addictive. Opioids are highly addictive. Highly. You understand? Highly. And they own all of that. And not to mention the stuff they own, right? So let's say you own some perks, but the perks got fentanyl in it. So now you own that, but that too. You know what I'm saying? So like Shorty, he gonna end up unalived anyway. He'd be another one of these actors that be homeless and stuff. You know what I'm saying? 50 sent you to rehab. He didn't, he didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? He basically have ruined the BMF show. I mean, who gonna watch that? I mean, people watching it, but I'm not gonna watch it no more because for what? You supposed to sell me a character. He can't sell a character no more. He can't. Well, every time you look at him, you ain't gonna see. He ain't gonna remind you of Meech when he was young. He can't sell the character no more. See, look, this for the younger people. Fentanyl is higher than heroin. Do you understand me? Look at the oxy. This is what these young people is on. They can't get off of it. They have to go to some serious rehab to get off that stuff. You understand? Yeah. His acting didn't increase, Nicole, and it's too much antics, and it just kills your interest. You have to fight through it. Yeah, they can't even get rid of him, Kathy. They can't get rid of him. They can't put him in prison. They got to follow the storyline. So all he can do is speed up the jail, which he'll probably do this season. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably speed up the jail they'll probably go ahead and sentence him and speed that up and get him out of here. And then 50 will drop the BMF thing with Tammy that's going to tell everything. The one, because she worked with Fifth and she had the life rights from it, and she know everything Demetrius Flannery did in there. Everybody know he talked to get out early. Ain't nobody stupid. Everybody know he talked to get out early. Ain't no get out early with the feds. They're not giving you no time back. The feds ain't giving you no time back. The state might. The feds not giving you no time back like that. You got to cooperate. And Cuffy said, Meech helped them with him. Because he's supposed to get a life sentence, really. If he was doing that much weight, he not even supposed to have no out date. So even if they gave him 25, he had to snitch to get 25. With the amount of weight he was going, he had to. If they gave you 25, that's 25 instead of life. That's like Diddy. Some people, we know what's going on with Diddy. We know why it's not that serious. We just gonna watch doors start getting kicked open. Those that know, they know why Diddy might get home way earlier than he was supposed to. They know, you know what I'm saying? We know what's going on with that. We know the case wasn't real. We know why they raided him and didn't lock him up. They've been talking to him. They raided his house and didn't lock him up all them months. How long was it? Okay. Diddy house got raided in March 25th. He wasn't arrested till September. March, April, May, June, July, August, November, September. When have you ever seen a raid where they find all this stuff and they let you stay out 7 months before they arrest you? And you believe that he wasn't cooperating and talking during that whole 7 months? When they raid you, you go to jail then. Show me a raid where you don't go to jail right then. The only person who went to jail was the young white dude that played basketball. He the only one who went to jail. Y'all believe they let that man be out for 7 months? My thoughts on what you said? I mean, you already know what it is. He working with them boys. Y'all know that man working. That's why him and his brother out. And that's why his brother can't say nothing, because Meech helped get him out early. Him and Terry supposed to be gone. Bye-bye. They ain't never supposed to get out. They not supposed to get out. If they did get out, they supposed to be like 70. They're supposed to be 70 years old if they get out. How you get out that young like that? All that stuff, man. Even the sentence. Somebody was talking to get that sentence. Even the sentence he had was short. I was looking at 8 to 40. How he out? I didn't have nowhere near that. How he out? They sentenced him to 30 years. My shit was 8 to 40. He only got 30. Come on. They had over 500 members, made more than 270 million. And he out. Yeah, he talking. He 56 years old. He was originally sentenced to 30 years. Terry is still serving. Terry gonna be released in August. He ain't supposed to be out either. He getting out August 17th. Somebody did something. Somebody cut some kind of deal. Because he only did 20-some years. Ain't no way. Ain't no way he did no 20-some years. Got like, first, he wasn't even supposed to do 30. He was supposed to do way more than 30. He did like 25, something like that. I think they cut 5 years off. But you can see what he said. Look. Oh, yeah, Terry been out about 5 years. I thought so. That must have been an old story I was reading. I should have updated. Let me look at that again. I'll be forgetting you got to update this stuff with the tools. Or they'll show you an old ass story. Yeah, I thought Terry was out. He been in jail. He did 16. Wait a minute. Okay, they say he been in jail since 2005. He did 19 years at that time. So I don't know. It's hard to find the facts on this stuff. Flannery was granted early release nearly 20 years after receiving a 30-year sentence in 2008. They say nearly 20 years. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you getting a 30 piece from the feds and you getting out in no 20. You know what I'm saying? Oh, right. I do remember that. It was COVID. And Biden pardoned him. For them to get 30, somebody snitched. For them to get 30. Yeah, I remember that. He did get out because of COVID and got pardoned. Make it make sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they wanted to give me 8 to 40. I just beat the case. But it was up to 40 and I ain't had nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had I didn't have nothing. I had like 9 ounces of powder. I had an ounce of crack. I had 2 pounds of weed and some guns. But the gun was a legal gun. It wasn't mine. That was my wife's gun. And they want to give me 40 for that. I ain't even have a kilo. It's 8 to 40. I ain't even have a kilo. I ain't had nothing but like 9 ounces. You know what I'm saying? And an ounce of crack. That's all I had. They want to give me 8 to 40, and he out already. 20. Make that make some sense. Uh, Federal compassion, it was real because if they had you in an overcrowded jail or prison, right, they looking at some serious lawsuits. So they let a lot of people out, but not just because of COVID, because of overcrowding. Overcrowding. And so if these people would have passed away in there and the family would have sued and showed the living conditions, if they would have been packed like sardines, then the prisons would lose all them lawsuits. Like they had to do that at Cook County because Cook County only supposed to have 2 to a cell, but they be having 3 to a cell. And then when you do a class action suit, so many people sue that when you get your money, you only get like $27 because they got to split all these millions up with all these brothers. Because when I went to the county, I slept on the floor, on a mat on the floor, and a foe was on the bottom bunk, and Cicero Insane was on the top. It was three of us in there. And then I think the foe, when he got out, then I got a bump. But then it wasn't long. They brought in, I think he was a conservative and put it in there with us. He was dope sick. I had to give him candy every day because he was dope sick. That punk, he was a G though. He had rank, but he got clean. They tried to talk crazy to me one day. You know what I'm saying? I started to poke his ass up. They're 27 over 40. You know, they had, when all of that came out and they blamed Biden. That's why Biden pardoned people, because a lot of people, the time was so high because of Biden. Y'all remember the video where Biden was asking for a whole lot of time for crack, but hardly none for powder? And that's why Biden, was pardoning people, because the people's on his neck that a lot of people's doing long, long jail sentences for non-violent crimes like that. Like that stuff I got caught with, the most I should have got was like 10. It shouldn't have been no 8 to no damn 40. It should have been like 5 to 10. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to get 5 to 10. It wasn't ever supposed to be started at no 8. Come on, man. 8 for what? 8 to 40 for what? This ain't butter. But if this butter, what up, butter? Where you at? Lil Meech, your homie. I don't believe this butter. But if it is butter, what up, butter? You got out of jail? I don't know. Oh, shit. You sure did. Hey, congratulations, bro. Congratulations, bro. You been back in the lab? Hey. You been back in the lab, butter? Hey, butter, calm down out here with your wild ass, too. Hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel, bro. I'm going to come over there. I'm finna come over there, butter. Oh, the internet, you finna get paid, ain't you, bro? How much you charging per interview? hey, hey, butter, you finna get paid. Hey, man, I'm glad you on, bro. Shout out to all the guys, man, stay out of trouble, man. Yeah, shout out to all the guys. Ain't nothing but love, buddy. You know, I watched everything you did. I'm glad you home. I'm glad you home, man. Y'all go follow my brother Butter, man. I'm glad you home, fam. On everything. You know what I mean? Nah, we already know you ain't telling. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to put smoke on your name. We know you ain't telling nothing. Man, we know you ain't telling nothing. They be trying to put smut on your name, and they was bogus for that. That already got cleared up, bro. That already got cleared up. Tell King Lil J, Big Pharaoh said what up, too. Know what I'm saying? I'm glad you out, though, bro. Man, that was just nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? That was just nonsense. Everybody know you're a rider. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That was just nonsense, brother. You know all the guys finna be happy, boy. I know, man. Cause you was like trying to turn your life around. You know what I'm saying? You was trying to turn your life around, deal with your family. But you did almost get away though. Yo crazy ass. Hey buddy, you almost I mean, hey buddy, you almost got away though. You almost got away. I don't know butter, but you know, we from Chicago, so you know we be watching each other. You know what I'm saying? But I lived over there in O Block. When I lived on O Block, Buddy and them was little. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. You gotta go watch the video. He tripping, bro. I don't know. I think he got addiction, brother. I think he got addiction, so he out here being a goofy, tripping. Instead of just staying out the way and doing a TV show. He out here wilding, bro. Yeah, you know, I was right there. I lived at 6420, apartment 2A. You know what I'm saying? You didn't go to Dulles. Did you go to Dulles? Because if you go to Dulles, you know the twins. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. If you went to Dulles, you know the twins. You know, I was the only one around there with dreadlocks. Didn't nobody had dreadlocks but Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz. But y'all was shorties though. You and Dirk and Lil Reese and all y'all was shorties when I lived over there. That was before they killed O. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was shorties. I be telling everybody, all y'all shorties used to see me just moving around. Cause y'all was shorties. But I don't know if you remember Demetrius, but I bet you know the twins though, Dorothy and Doris. You remember Dorothy and Doris? We in the hallway at O Block right there. You remember the twins? Yeah, they're my stepdaughters. Yeah, they're my stepdaughters. I was right there, 6420, apartment 2A. I am. I'm finna tell. Hold on. Hold on. What they know you by? What they know? They knew you by butter? You say it's a fake page? Okay. It's a fake account. All right. Unless he in jail. All right. He might got a phone though. How he interview him? He might got a phone though. How he interviewed him? It might be him. How they interview him? How they interview him? What's going on? How they interview him though? It might be him. He might got a burner. Let me see. We gonna see. But if it ain't, it's all good. If it is him, I still wish the best for him. Okay, there's a whole bunch of page counts. So I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Five days ago. Sound like a collect call. Well, you gotta have a phone. Or maybe they called in. Let me see. I can't tell. It might be though. Butter don't say brother. It might be him though. I had people hit me from jail though. Why didn't Lil Meech just keep his mouth shut? Cause he a high. It's like he using and stuff, and then he be getting scared. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to go to jail. And you know, when you be like that, he don't be in his right mind. You don't be in your right mind. You know what I'm saying? So when you get pulled over, you know what I'm saying? When you get pulled over, Butter definitely say brother. Everybody in Chicago say brother. He might spell it brother, but everybody in Chicago say brother. That's my brother. Most rappers be telling. And so he probably got scared because, you know, if you haven't been to jail, you know, and you're not really like that in the streets, people be scared to get arrested. They be terrified. It's a it's a it's a terrifying experience for you if you're not in the streets like that to get arrested. You know what I'm saying? It's a terrifying experience. You know what I'm saying? It's a terrifying experience for them. You know, he's basically a good kid. Well, I just been chilling. I've been up on the north side. Yeah, G-Rod, it's like when they put the cuffs on you and all of that. You know, when they put the cuffs on you and you looking. it's a frightening experience. Yeah, I know. I know you from 63rd. Rest in peace, Duck. No, I ain't no BD or GD. I'm too old for that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no BD or GD. I mess with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm a civilian. Uh, nah, I'm a folk corner hustler, to be honest. But I ain't active, though. I'm a folk. But, I got a lot of friends as BDs, and GDs. So I just try to stay out of it. I got friends. I'm in the music business, so my rappers is Blackstones, Foles, Vice Lords, BDs, GDs, because they rappers. If you can rap, I just put you in the studio. Uh, he's 22-year-old kid. I mean, I don't think he necessarily wanted to be no gangster because he had a gun. He might just be in fear of his life. You know what I'm saying? He might be in fear of his life. You left Duck off, bro. You got Dirk, you got Lil Meech, you got Chief. Why you leave Duck off? On phone now. Uh, and so it's not so much. It's not so much he want to be a gangster because he have a gun on him. Because the only thing he ever did, a lot of guys go to jail because they can't afford a lawyer. Yeah, a lot of dudes cop out because they can't afford a lawyer. So a lot of dudes do go to jail because they can't afford a lawyer. A lot of dudes go to jail because they got so many cases. You know what I'm saying? They getting so many cases. You know what I'm saying? They catching so many cases back to back to back. But the problem with Meech is you don't throw the gun and everything on your boy while he sleep, man. And then the police take you to that. Then you tell the police, did you find the other stuff in the car? Come on, man. He went and told the police, did you find the other stuff in the car? The police go open the door. His boy sleep. He waking up, all the stuff in his lap. All the stuff in his lap. You know what I'm saying? That's bogus right there. You wake up and all the stuff in your lap. Come on, man. You wake up, all the stuff in your lap. Man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. You know what I'm saying? You wake up, all the stuff in your lap. Come on now. Come on. You wake up, all the stuff in your lap. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this stuff up. It's like, bruh, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? Are you kidding me? His boys say when he come, when he somebody knock on the window, he wake up, it's the police. He say he don't even got time. He don't even got time to get rid of the stuff. Where they do that at, man? You know what I'm saying? Man, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Where do they do that at? Your boy wake up, and then he in the car telling the police, "Did you find the other stuff?" They saying, "Did you find the other stuff?" Who does that, bro?
Bro, I got you to lying like I just heard. Bro just told me shit. I'm trying to make, speed up the process.
Yeah, that shit just, nigga ain't got no trouble but to fight the situation. It's just the situation I put my family through.
That's not right, though.
I'm thinking that was gonna be handled already, so I really took a chance on using the money I had saved up for my family.
Yeah. I apologize for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. They really going through shit, bro.
Nah, I feel that.
No. We ain't stopping right here. He gonna have to go. Where's the shit? Just watch him. Yo! They gonna take off. No, that's underneath that seat. Broker parking lot. All the time you can rental car.
You can go for it. 5 months each.
Like going straight across the parking lot. Oh, hey, this. We have Demetrius Fleneroy detained on a traffic stop. I know he was a suspect in one of your guys' cases. And we have his passenger in custody with 269s. Yo, just watch my 6. Just watch my 6. Just watch my 6. Yeah, please. Thank you. 3282 to ACIC. Oh. Good, man.
Hey, shouldn't charge you by the gun and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. What y'all found it on the y'all found it?
It's not illegal.
Huh?
It's not illegal.
What is it?
It's not illegal
It's not illegal what?
to have a firearm.
I'm talking about the other stuff.
Huh?
The other stuff.
Talking about the other guy?
The other stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
He say, "Oh, you found all the other dude?" Dude woke up and all that stuff was in his lap. What they got 2 guns for? What the hell they riding around with 2 guns for? You know, well, what the hell is he riding around with 2 guns for? And you a movie star. You make a lot of money, you done threw it away. You got an addiction. Police pull you over. Your man's asleep. You throw the stuff in your man's lap. They grab you. You know what I'm saying? And then you go and you say, hey, you know what I mean? Did you get that stuff from him? Your man say, wake up. I gotta find that story. His man say, when he wake up, he like somebody tapping on the window. He say he don't even got no time to get rid of the stuff. Because they just already at the car. You know what I'm saying? And sent that boy to prison. You can't make this stuff up. He asked the dude, did you take care of that yet? Meech ain't did nothing for the man. Unbelievable. You can't make this stuff up. You know, the man wake up in the car. He see the police. He don't even got time to get rid of the stuff because the stuff is just in his lap. Yeah, it was all his stuff. His man wake up, everything in his lap. He said, I got to find that. I wish I could find that. He said, I didn't have time to even get rid of it. He said, I didn't even have time. He said, I ain't even had time to get rid of it because the police was already out the window and I was asleep. Imagine dumping that stuff on your man's lap while he's asleep. Then going to police car and said, you get the other stuff? You got it from him? How you know he got stuff? Know what I'm saying? He said, you got it from him? Know what I mean? You got it from him? I don't know. I don't know who Kai was, but I know that man wasn't riding around sleep with all that stuff in his lap. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna ride around with all that just sitting in your lap. Ain't no way. Yeah, he did. He told the police, he said, look harder. You ain't got everything. He sure did. He told the police, I need to find a long version. He said, wake up, you ain't got everything. Now, a lot of times they be sleeping because they've been up a long time, and then, a car put you to sleep. A car, you know what I mean? He told them to look harder, you ain't got everything. You said it sound like he working off a case. He might be. He might be in some more trouble than nobody know nothing about. Nah, I never had nobody in my car. Everything I did solo. If I don't tell, can't nobody tell. Everything I did solo. Because if the police get behind me, I'm straight. They gonna keep on going. But if I got dude in the car and he see the police, he gonna start looking and panicking. One person in the car, they not gonna be afraid. Two people in the car, you know what I'm saying? Lil Meech said, check his socks. See what I'm saying? He said, check his socks. His reputation's done. His acting career is done, and he's going to prison. Little Meech is going to prison. Because if he's addicted, he's going to keep doing what he's doing. But now the police finna be on him. What his daddy think about it? His daddy is saying, I ain't been there to raise my son. I haven't been there to raise my son. And I keep telling that boy to get off that stuff. I know Big Meech done told him, clean it up. You know what I'm saying? 50, I already told you about it. He sent Lil Meech to rehab. He sent Lil Meech to rehab. Yeah, he got to get it because he damaged the show. Nobody gonna watch that too much. Who gonna watch BMF? You know what I'm saying? The show was hot because you was Lil Meech's son and you playing the daddy, and they got good writers and everything. Now that daddy got people saying he a snitch. Now the son done snitched twice. You know what I'm saying? The son done snitched twice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I mean, the whole family name is ruined. You know what I'm saying? The family name is ruined on everything. You know what I'm saying? Family name shot. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Family name down the drain. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Family name down the drain. What you gonna do? You know, you got a bad reputation. You know what I'm saying? Your reputation is shot. What you gonna do? You know, you ruining everything that you work for. But you know, 50 took you and made you a star because he being smart, and then you wasn't really prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't prepared for what was given to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Something was given to you that you ain't prepared for. So you just do it all away. You know what I'm saying? because something was given to you that you ain't prepared for, and you threw it all away. And see, young brothers and sisters got to know when you get an opportunity in life to make some money and do something, you don't squander that off. You can't squander that. You have to cherish that opportunity. You can't go blow an opportunity like that where you get to be on a TV show and you get to, turn your whole life around basically. You've already been through that at the airport. You've already been through that. You've already seen this movie. What's wrong with you? We've already seen this movie. We've already seen you make the same mistakes over. Yes, he was. He was going to buy the most expensive jeans he could find. He was trying to live a life that he's not about. And he keep getting in trouble. Okay? He keeps getting in trouble. He keeps just over and over and over. Over and over and over. He keeps getting in trouble. He keeps doing the same thing. He keeps doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Over and over. And it's like, how many opportunities you're going to get? You already got in trouble at the airport. Same situation. You trying to go through the airport with a gun. Who does that? Nobody. Who, a grown man, go through the airport with the gun? You tell me. Nobody. That's who. Now here you go again with the same foolishness. Same foolishness. Over and over. Over and over. The same foolishness. Over and over and over. And it's like you have a problem. You have a problem. We know what it is. We know why you're doing this. You're on his own stuff. Do I think it was too much for the handle? I think that he got on drugs. I think he got on drugs. That's what I think, Nicole. I think he has a drug addiction problem. And so he did never equate. Because remember, 50 said he cleaned him up. And 50, he had a drug problem before he even started doing the show. So before he even started doing the show, he had a drug problem. Okay? So now 50 spent lots of money cleaning him up, but he never kicked the habit. He never kicked the habit. And that's where everything went wrong. he never kicked the habit of the drugs. Yeah, and that's where, even though he had the money, so that's why he was broke too. That's why 50 was having a loan and money, because drugs will ruin your life. You know, drugs will definitely will ruin your life. No ifs, ands, and buts. You get on drugs, your life will be over. You know what I'm saying? Most likely young like that, he probably on perks. He probably on perks and the stuff they be taking. Yeah, he's probably on perks. Let me see. He's probably on perks. For sure. Yeah. He's probably on perks for sure. I forget what else they be using. What else they be using, y'all? What else they be using? They be using perks and that other stuff. I be forgetting, man. They got like 3 that they take a lot. Zans, they be on them Zans. Yeah, they be on them perks. They be on them Zans. And they be still drinking that lean. They be on that lean heavy. They be pouring that syrup and everything. So yeah, perks, Zans, and lean is their main. That's their main thing. They not doing too much Molly no more, but they drinking that drink. They drinking that drink for sure. And this man, you know, he definitely got a problem. They be on that oxy. They be on that oxy. They be on that oxy heavy. You know what I'm saying? And then they do them all. They do them all, you know, like how Diddy was doing. That's how they do them all. But they be addicted to them perks for sure. Them perks says, hey man, they be off them constantly. And then they interchange the other ones. You know what I'm saying? But this man, you know, he just basically, you know, he just throwing his life away. Like I said, this ain't the first time his encounter.
Because that looks like there's firearms in it.
Sir, listen, I swear to God, I got that bag. That's my little brother's bag.
Give me a second. I'll give it to you. I'll create it. You don't look up 48.
Sir, listen, I swear to God, sir.
I know, but
Sir,
unfortunately, there's certain procedures we have to follow
Okay,
anytime something comes in that's prohibited, correct?
Right, so listen,
You
sir.
understand that, correct?
Can you please give me
Do you
a
have your
chance?
ID on you?
Sir, my ID's in my bag.
In the bag?
Yes, sir, listen, I'm a minor, sir. I have security guards. They left that in my bag, sir. I did not pack my bag.
Well, we can get that all straightened out
Please, let's do
after
it.
the fact,
Okay,
okay?
thank you.
But until then, I have to put you in handcuffs until we figure this out.
Okay.
Okay, you
Can I
understand that?
Can I call my mom or somebody? Please?
We'll do that after.
Okay.
All right, just turn around for me. Be cooperative. Everything's on video and audio surveillance. Plus, I'm on body cam. You understand that?
Sure, yes, I understand.
Okay. This is just for your safety and everybody else around you because there's guns involved, okay, or possible guns. We have to confirm it. Okay, X-ray doesn't tell us 100%, okay? Just says there's a possibility, and that's what it appears to be. You understand? Do you have anything else on you at this point?
No, sir, I promise I don't.
Okay.
Just an actor, sir.
No, I understand.
Man.
Do you have a concealed
ruined my
weapons
life.
permit or anything like
No,
that?
I don't, sir. They left that in my bag. My little brother's he was outside waiting for me, sir. I promise you, sir, that's not mine.
Okay.
I have security guards, sir.
Okay.
See how much jewelry I have on me?
Listen, it's that's okay if you got that. The problem is bringing it into the
I know,
checkpoint.
sir, but I would
Just
never
have a seat
do
for
that.
me.
My mom's a flight attendant.
Just have a seat.
I would never do that, sir. Promise you, man. I went to private school. I'm a good kid, man.
I'm not saying you're bad. Have I mistreated you or
No,
anything?
not at all. Not at all, sir. I'm just trying to tell you, sir.
But you understand the severity of what is
I
occurring,
understand.
right?
I would never do this. I fly every week.
Listen,
It's a huge
if what you're
mistake,
telling me is
sir.
true, we can work things out,
Yes, please.
okay?
Please, officer, please. I'm working.
But there's procedures we have to follow. It looks like possibly 2 guns and a few mags. He's saying that he's an actor and he has private security guards.
Does he have
didn't
security
pack-
weapons permission?
No,
No,
sir.
he doesn't have a.
Listen, sir, I just want to
All
tell you.
right, his ID and everything's supposedly in the bag.
Listen, sir,
where
I
the
want to
weapon
tell you
is.
1 second. I fly every week, sir. I have 2 security guards, and we are rushing to the airport. I have a premiere. I'm an actor. That's why I have a big chain. Me and 50 Cent have a TV show.
Okay.
Sir, this will ruin my life.
Do you have a concealed weapons permit?
No, sir, but I've
Sit
never.
tight. Don't say a word.
That man dropping names. Me and 50 Cent, we got a TV show. Sir, when you start hearing the sir, 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 sir. You say you hate those wafers. Yeah, yeah. This is old. Yeah, he's scared to death. He not built like that. So he's out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And he's got all this stuff on him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he drop every name he know. He gonna tell everything he know. You know what I'm saying? He gonna tell everything he know. You know, the only reason he had that gun because he was high. Okay? Okay? You know. You know I had it. Nicole hit the nail right on the head. She said, Lord, he's so high, he took a gun to the place. Exactly. Exactly. There's no way in the world that you can have a gun in your bag and not feel that metal in there. When you threw all this junk in this bag, you done put this big old chain on to go through the airport, which that might make some sense seeing you don't want to put it in the bag. You don't want to take no chance to get stolen. And you go into like to take pictures and stuff. But you're gonna put a jacket over top of it. You're gonna put a jacket on and you're gonna make sure nobody can see it. You don't want to get on a plane. You know what I mean? Yeah, he says, sir, I'm a good kid. I'm a minor. I go to private school. You know what I'm saying? You understand? Yeah, you're going to tuck it in. You know what I mean? Yeah, he was out. But sir. See, when they start but sirring, see, they'll call you all kind of N-words. They'll call you all out your name. But when the police come, they start but sirring. But sir. So they start but sir. Uh, when they say sir, they'll snitch. So now he's already been through that. You know what I'm saying? He's already been through that. So how could he turn around and have this problem?
Bro, I got you to lying like I just heard. Bro, just told me shit. I'm trying to make, speed up the process.
Yeah, that shit just.
He said, I don't like what I just heard, but you stashed all this stuff on this dude.
I ain't got no trouble but to fight the situation. It's just the situation I put my family through.
That's not right.
I'm thinking that was gonna be handled already, so I really took a chance on using the money I had saved up for my family.
Yeah. I apologize for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. They really going through shit, bro.
Nah, I feel that.
No. We ain't stopping right here. He gonna have to go. Where's the shit? Just watch him. Yo! They gonna take off. No, it's underneath that seat. Kroger parking lot.
Good, man.
Hey, so the charger might be done and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. What y'all found it on him? Y'all found it?
It's not legal.
Huh?
It's not legal.
What is it?
It's not legal
It's not legal what?
to have a firearm.
Well, I'm talking about the other stuff.
Huh?
The other stuff.
Talking about the other guy?
The other stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's illegal. Like going straight across hey, this. We have Demetrius Flanneroy detained on a traffic stop. I know he was a suspect in one of your guys' cases. And we have his passenger in custody with 269s.
Yo, just watch my 6. Just watch my 6. Just watch my 6.
Yeah, I got
please. Thank you. $32.82 to ACIC. Oh. Good, man.
Hey, so the charger might be done and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. What y'all found it on him? Y'all found it?
He said, y'all find it on him?
It's not legal.
Huh?
It's not legal.
What is it?
It's not legal
It's not legal what?
to have a firearm.
Well, I'm talking about the other stuff.
Huh?
The other stuff.
Talking about the other guy?
The other stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Look, man. I'm gonna keep it real. The way the streets look at it is, you snitched. So whatever happened to you, don't nobody care. Dudes in the penitentiary, in jail, they want you brought in there to them. They like, I hope they lock him up over here. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to be in PC, but they'll send a kite over there too. His career is over because he never worked on his craft. And somebody might put him in the show for clout, thinking everybody will watch it, maybe because he's in it, but he's not really a good rapper. He's not really a good actor. He was working on it. He made a lot of enemies with 50 Cent because 50 put a lot of money into you. 50 put a lot of money into you for you to be in these movies. He sent you to rehab and you went right back and you went right back. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy went and ran, behind 50's enemy. You know what I'm saying? Then you stabbed 50 in the back. You and your dad. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't see this. I don't see this working out for you. I just don't see it. He just made too many. He just made too many mistakes. I can't see where anybody would want to touch him because you're a liability if we're doing a show with you. If we're doing a show with you, you're a liability. Are you gonna get arrested in the middle of the shooting or whatever of the show? You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's a big old liability. He's just you made too many mistakes. You made too many mistakes. You a liability. Nobody's going to trust you. If I snake my friend, if I come around you and snake my friend's not going to trust you either. Like nobody's going to trust you. Who? Who's going to trust you? You act like a kid, but you're a grown man now. Nobody giving you no kid pass. He's trying to get the kid pass. You're not going to get the kid pass. And he's definitely destroying his daddy's reputation 100%. Why would you go 50 put all that money into you? Why would you go do this? Why would you take a picture with two people he don't get along with? See, Meech is an idiot. Who will mess with you when somebody make a star out you and you go hang with their enemy? And then you turn around and do this, and now Rick Ross will not stand next to you, and neither will. Nobody's going to stand next to you. Floyd and them despise this picture right now. They saying we shouldn't have took that picture with him. He's a rat. Now Floyd and Rick looking crazy. Where this kid did a show and thought he was a boss because his daddy in a TV show. His father is about as angry as you could get. His daddy right, because let's look at his name, his age. He's 25 years old. So he wasn't no minor when he said he was a minor. He was like 21, 22. He was like 21 years old. Oh. That was 2 years ago. That was 2022. That was 2022. It's 2025. He's 25. He was 22 years old. He was 22 years old. Maybe. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Because this thing. Oh, he turned 25 April 22nd. This says happy 24. He was 24 in 2024, so he's 25 in 2025. So the airport incident, he was not no 18 years old. A minor's 18. He ain't been 18 in 7 years, okay? So he's a liar. Okay? He's 100% liar. Like, really. You're 25 years old. The airport incident happened a couple years ago. You was in your 20s. You're not a minor. A minor's 18, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. How old is a minor? At least 14 years of age, but less than 18 years. A minor is any person under the age of 18. Oh my God. Oh my God. A minor is any person under the age of 18. Hold on. The BMF series started in 2021. He was 21 when the series started. He was 21. He wasn't even a minor. So he's an extreme liar. He's an extreme liar. Oh, he lies a lot. Oh, he's a liar. He's a liar. Because only a liar would say that. No regular person would have said that. There's no regular person would have said, I'm a minor, knowing they're gonna check you know what I'm saying? The police really gonna slam you because they said, sir, right here it say you 22. I thought you say he was a minor. See, unless he get off them drugs and turn his life around, he going to prison or he gonna get unalived or hurt seriously. He not whatever he's trying to do, he's not built like that. Because when you talk to the police, don't lie. Just don't say nothing. You don't tell no story till you get to court. If you go to court and you want to lie, that's one thing. Then you got time to figure your lie out. But to just blurt out like that, sir, I'm a minor, which also is either he lying or he really believed he was a minor. He really believed he's like a kid. And he was a grown ass man. Either way is bad, but it's even worse if he really believed he was a minor and he was a grown ass man. So it looked like he's like some of these young people, he's doing all this stuff. One minute he's grown, but when he get caught, now he a kid. You know what I'm saying? You a kid, but you got guns on you. You're gonna get caught with guns again. You all on the phone with your boy talking about you sorry, you gonna help, you gonna fix it, you gonna fix it. You gonna fix it. Well, you gonna do all this stuff on this boy's lap and everywhere. And then you're gonna tell the police, did you search good? Did you find it on him? You found that on him, right? That's not, you know what I'm saying? Like you in the car with this dude, and this dude got all these guns. This dude got 2 guns on him. Bruh, ain't nobody riding around in the car with no little pistol or no big pistol. 2 people in the car and 2 guns. Now, I want to believe one of the guns is the other dude, and one of the guns is Meech, but Meech is such a lame, he might have had both of the guns. He like, something wrong with dude. You know what I mean? I don't understand the psychology with him trying to be a G. I'm not sure if he's trying to be a G or is he faking it around people. You know, is he it's a difference in trying to be a G and faking you a G when you just totally ain't. Somebody trying to be a G could eventually end up being a G. They practicing. Are you practicing being a G? I don't believe he's practicing to be a G. I think he's probably scary and faking, just like 100% faking it. He's definitely faking it. He ain't trying to be one. He's faking it. And he be high. Because that gun in the airport, he was definitely high. He was getting high all night and he had to rush to get to the airport. I guarantee you that instead of him getting some sleep, because if you look at him, he looked tired a lot of times. And drug addicts, they be up all night. So the airport situation looked like he was up getting high all night. Then he realized, oh, I got to be to the airport. He started rushing, washed his face, trying to make himself look decent, grabbed a bag, and ran. You know what I'm saying? And the gun is in the bag. Because a lot of times dudes like that, they'll have a gun because they're scared. Not because they're gangsters. They scared of gangsters. They owe money. So they trying to have some form of thing because he probably owed so many dealers. And he couldn't help his daddy out. And this is what 50 was saying. That why is your daddy running Rick Ross? You had enough money to help your daddy. Because he was broke. That man messed all that money up. That man going buying $10,000 pairs of pants and stuff like that instead of putting his money up. And living off of his daddy's name, living off the respect he was getting based on his daddy's name. Right? So it's not really like being a gangster, but it's like living off a gangster's reputation. Like when you on the block and this dude and them on the block and they really about that life, but the other 4 or 5 dudes around them, some of them, they not that. But because they with him, they kind of fake it. They think you're going to buy it because they with some real gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, secondhand clout explains it perfectly. You know, so like you not really like that. That's like me. Say, I'm not no tough guy, so I never did no tough guy shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the streets, I wasn't no tough guy. I wasn't no gangster. I was just hustling. I'm not no gangster. I don't do no gangster shit. I'm not no gangster. I'm not no jailbird. I ain't never been to prison. So when I was hustling, I was just being me. I was just hustling. All my gunplay come from, I was a revolutionary. So I was about guns heavily. So when I started hustling, I just bought that revolutionary gunplay with me. So I wasn't never no gangster. I was a revolutionary. And revolutionaries, got heart. You know what I'm saying? You bout that business because you ready to go to war with, the system. But it's a different mentality because you not trying to go to war with civilians or individuals. You're not trying to, you know what I'm saying? You got your guns for revolution, to protect the family, protect the block, or in case another race want to attack your race and stuff like that. You don't got it to be no gangster. I was a hustler. I was never no gangster. I was never tough. And I never put myself in a situation where I had to be tough. I stayed away from people and I hang out with a bunch of dudes. If I hung out with some dudes, they wasn't no tough dudes. I didn't like tough dudes. They make me nervous. You know what I'm saying? I never hang out with tough guys. You know what I'm saying? I never hung out with nobody gonna be always trying to try me. And now I got a murder case, so I didn't knock this dude noodles out of his shit. So I did things that keep me out of situations. I didn't go try to hang around a bunch of tough guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't like tough guys. I don't like bullies. I like to be around nice people. You know, if I gotta pick to be around, I like to be around chill people that's chill. Not nobody be arguing, saying stuff, talking crazy to other individuals. So I never, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of men, especially nowadays, they just got that trait. They always gonna say, like out of 100, like 70 of them, they just gonna always talk out of turn. They gonna always say something. You ever been around dude that like crack a joke, but it's really a diss? You know what I'm saying? They really trying to disrespect you, but they try to do it with a giggle, you know? I can't deal with that. Wise cracks and stuff. I don't really do that. I don't make wise cracks about no brothers or no sisters like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me, that'd be like unnecessary. Like something wrong with you, like you got some kind of mental issues yourself. You ain't firm in yourself. You saying a little weird stuff. You see, Lil Meech is one of them kind of dudes that'll say like a punk joke or say like, you could tell the kind of person he ain't nobody you want to be around. And he type of person think he is the special one and you ain't nothing. That's why he tell on everybody else. I can't go to jail. He got it. Did you check him? Lock him up. I can't go to jail. He can go to jail. Go lock him up. Did you search in his socks and all that type of person he is? Very selfish, self-centered, selfish. He's not a good person. And he's stupid because he just ruined BMF. Everybody that watch BMF, all they gonna be thinking about is that he's a goofy in real life. How you gonna enjoy that shit with him acting? He messed up 50 money. He gonna pay for that. 50 hold grudges forever. You went and you did all this and he made you a star, he gonna dog you. And Lil Meech is really ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? And stupid. Because if I'm in that situation and my daddy get out of prison, and I love my daddy, and 50 put all this money in me, and my daddy go stand next to Rick Ross. See, this person like Lil Meech need me for advice. If I would have gave him advice, I said, don't say nothing. Don't say a word. That's all he had to do. All he had to do was don't say nothing. Shit. If 50 would have seen he didn't say nothing, he would have been good. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing pro 50. Don't say nothing anti your daddy. Don't say nothing. Nothing. People are going to ask you about it. You know what I'm saying? And when people ask you about it, you be like, I don't know. I ain't been paying a lot of attention. I've been so busy, getting ready for this next season. Boom, I'm getting ready for this next season. I ain't been able to pay that no attention. I'm kind of off in my own zone. So all you had to say that he don't know. His name Wes, and he ain't in that mess. That's all you had to do. But now you done threw something on dude, right? Dude ain't gonna be in jail. He gonna tell everybody in there you did that, right? All his guys in that neighborhood, they gonna meet whatever neighborhood that is. He gotta move. He can't go back over there. Wherever dude from, and they was hanging out wherever that, he cannot go back over there, and he cannot go in the streets at all. He cannot go in no hoods. Okay, he can't go in no hoods. Period. He's got to go and make his little money and try to figure out what he's gonna do next. If he's smart, he can't stand next to nobody because you don't throw nobody in your mess. Stay off. Every time people see a picture, you need to be by yourself. He need to get off the internet totally. Totally, he needs to get off the internet. He needs to stay away from his father. Unless he can go around him and nobody know. Tell your daddy, when I come around, I don't want nobody know. Yep. You understand? Because he told on one of the guys, that's how the hood gonna look at it. You ain't dude's only friend. So let's say the dude is with my boy. We grew up together. I'm on the block, man. Punk dude, man, he snitched on Big Marco, man. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna do Marco like that? This punk ass, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He a snitch, his daddy a snitch. Stitcher showed you his daddy a snitch. Birds of a feather flock together, he just like his daddy. That's what everybody gonna say. They gonna say your daddy a snitch. That's where you got it from. That's what people gonna say. They gonna say, yeah, your daddy a snitch. You a snitch. You was crying like a little B word all up in the airport. Your daddy running under Officer Rick. See what I'm saying? That fake rapper, that security. How you gonna be a rapper? Everybody gonna get strays. Everybody. And 50 Cent finna dog the hell out you. Soon as the season ends, you can bet he gonna troll the hell out that boy. Cause 50 mad as hell. His number's gonna be down. For example, I ain't watching it. There's a lot of people not gonna watch it no more. What the fuck I'm gonna watch that for? I'm not gonna be able to see dude. First off, he didn't play no good role as his daddy anyway, because he's a goofy, was on the internet too much. See, Patina, you don't see her on the internet doing no talking or nothing. You understand? She's not damaging her image on the show. She doing a little on the internet as an actress for future jobs. But she's not doing so much that it damaged her character on Raising Kanan. She's making sure that the character keeps its purity and that every time you see her, you see this is who you got to see till the show is over. Which is one of the best actors in all of Hollywood right now is this lady right here. But I guess being black and being a woman, you don't get no props. There's hardly no men acting today is as good as her. That is a fact. This is the best character on movie or TV. The most realistic actress and actor. When you watch her, you really believe that's rock. Oh myself. When you watch her, you really believe that's who you're watching. When you watch her, you don't see nobody but whatever character she's playing. I mean, she playing it too. It's like incredible. If you like acting, it's incredible. She's playing a female that's more gangster than all the men, more gangster than the mob bosses. They got the mob boss saying, I like her. And she's not breaking character nowhere. You don't see no stories about her or nothing. And same for the brothers playing Raising Kanan. You don't see him. You don't see none of the characters in here nowhere until you turn that show on. They showing you how to do it. It's got the greatest cast of actors out of any series. The guy behind her brother, he is so realistic. Everybody in this is acting their ass off. The Italian dudes, perfect. Kanan and the young girl that she raised, perfect. I'm talking about that acting right there. If you can get that level of actors and actresses, you own to something. It's just, hey, I want to make movies and stuff, but I'm really into the whole art of it. And I'm talking about, man, it's not a flaw in there. It's not one actor or actress in that whole series that I'm like, damn, boy. In the BMF, Meech was always the weakest. He was the weakest link. Jukebox is really good, man. Think she ain't nothing like that. I bet she ain't nothing like that. But man, she playing like a young lesbian chick that's turning into a father, that's turning into a gangster. Oh man. This is the best show he ever had. The first one was good, don't get me wrong. With Ghost and all that. That was good. But Tommy can't act. The white dude can't act. That's why his show, he can't act. But he was all right with them covering him. But his lines and stuff, he can't act. You know what I mean? He just can't. He was the weak link in Ghost. He just can't act. You know what I'm saying? So he had a solo show, The White Guy. He's supposed to be in Chicago. They messed that up. They didn't get nobody from Chicago to tell them how to talk or nothing. There was a brother that was heading up that here. He should have came outside and got some people to help him. Because Chicago is a place you got to have the dialect down. You can't get by doing anything in Chicago and just be regular. Because people in Chicago, we ain't gonna like, it's gonna be like, bro, we don't talk like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a very unique vocabulary. Very. I believe we make up more words than any other black people in the United States. I would be willing to bet that. I would be willing to bet that everybody else, they eventually make up new words as generation. They don't make up words like here. These people here, man, they make up new words. and new sayings like constantly. Like it's a part of the culture to make up a vocabulary. I had make up on phone now and be like on phone now. You look up a year later, it ain't even on phone now no more. It'd be like on the guys or it'll change. I bet you they ain't saying on phone them grave no more too much. They saying something else. I guarantee you. You know, even if you live here, if you ain't outside or talking, you ain't gonna know what they saying out there. It'd be flipping like that. I think more than anywhere. So it's like you really got to get some people. If you're gonna shoot something in Chicago, you got to get somebody outside to tell you what to say. Let's say you shooting 7 seasons. They're gonna have to change the way they talk at least every 2 seasons. They're gonna have to add something in there if you really want it to be fire. Because what you were saying in that first 2 seasons, they don't talk like that no more. And that's what's going to make your show hot if you pick up that slang off the street when it's fresh off the presses. If they saying something new and you pick that up and that next season you say that, then your shit going to be popping. You know what I'm saying? Philly be making up new slang, but not as quickly, though. They definitely make up slang, but they don't do it as quickly. It's slower. They do it, though, but it's not like that. Not like that. On with the internet, because it's so fast here, you won't even hear the slang. You'll still be seeing the old stuff. One of the major differences in Chicago is for Black Americans, Chicago is 3 cities, and that's what makes the difference. Because it's really 3 cities, and so something get made, and they got to take time to spread because they might make it up out west. If they make it up out west, it might not spread over the whole city. So they'll be making up something out west. They'll be making up something out south. They'll be making up something out east. But it won't necessarily grow. So it might not never get out the east side or the west side or the south side. But they make so many that some of them do end up citywide. And so you can't even know how much stuff they making up because it's on a part of the city you don't live in. So you be on the south side and they saying a whole bunch of new slang, and you go on the west side and they saying a whole bunch of new slang too. And it's only certain ones gonna become citywide. But it's changing like crazy. So if you're gonna shoot something, you gotta they need people to help them with the dialect. Because I watch a lot of rappers and a lot of stuff like that, and you don't really hear them, like a lot of Philly rappers and stuff, you don't hear them using no new words like that too much. It's pretty much the same all the time. And the older people don't do it. So you ain't gonna hear Benny Siegel say nothing new. He gonna still be the same Benny Siegel. Whereas here, your mama gonna be saying it. You know what I'm saying? Your IT, it's crazy. It stays so long that it become everybody end up pretty much saying it, especially if it's not gang related. And he not doing a good job. They're not talking like they're from Chicago at all. If you're doing this show in Philly, you don't, we ain't gonna be able to tell that you ain't using the Philly slang. All you gotta do is be the same as Baltimore and New York. Now New York do got the accent and shit though. But when we watching the show in Chicago and it's shot in Chicago, and you know, and you supposed to be like a gang, and you ain't talking nothing like the gang. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got the accent, they got the slang, but it's not as the reason it doesn't change as much because they heavy Muslim. So being a Muslim cuts down some of that street slang. They don't use a lot of that. Philly is heavy Islamic. So they're saying Akka and all that a lot. The basic Islamic, you know, a lot of brothers is Islamic. Philadelphia is probably the most black Islamic city in the United States, I would probably say. Philadelphia is Muslim. You know what I mean? I would say. So that stops, you know what I'm saying? They got crews and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They got crews. See here we got BDs, GDs, Vice Lords, Four Corner Hustlers, Blackstones. It hit different. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, you know, this is the gang capital. In LA, they just got Crips and Bloods, and they have to break that down to different types of Crips, but you still a Crip. The Crips is like the Vice Lords. You're a Vice Lord, but you might be a traveler. You might be insane. You might be Cicero. You might be unknown. So that's how it is. You got different types of Crips. So they are Vice Lords. You got different types of Vice Lords. You got different types of Crips. So even though they different types of Vice Lords, they still Vice Lords. Even though they different types of Crips, they still Crips. But a GD ain't a different type of Vice Lord. A GD is a GD. A Blackstone is a Blackstone. Like that. They ain't necessarily pushing no different types. You might got a neighborhood identity, but no, you just GD. You just BD. You just on stone, you know, like that. The only gangs we got here that identify themselves, but the same gang is the Vice Lords. You ain't just a Vice Lord, you a traveler, you know, like that. Because I watched that show they did, they got about Chicago, and the way they talking, I'm like, dang, man, why they didn't work on the vocabulary? Like they got the black duty, they got gangs, right? And it's like, why y'all didn't work on the vocabulary and talk like gangs? Like what? They don't talk like no gangs. It's like, so it's a little corny. They got black dude, he's like a big time gang leader, but he's not no gang leader. Like he just look like a regular actor. He doesn't look like he's playing no gang leader from Chicago. What gang? You know what I'm saying? He just a regular actor saying he a gang, and it look crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's on the show with the white dude. What is that called? Is that Ghost or something? I think that's the show Ghost. It ain't that good. Oh, they got a white show called Ghost. So what's the name of that show? No, that ain't Ghost. Ghost is with the little boy. What's the show with Tommy? Force. The Force. Yeah, The Force. It ain't no good. It's corny as hell. This the Force right here. And this the black guy. And man, he's supposed to be a gang member. He the worst gang member in TV history. Like, what kind of gang member is this? You gotta be kidding me. What kind of gang member is he? Not a very good one. The brother. I'm like, what? This is the worst gang member ever. He just looked like a regular black dude just acting. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I got to hit the gym in the morning. My cousin wants to go work out. So I need to end this live so I can get some rest because I haven't been working out in probably well, I've been working out, but I haven't been to the gym in months. I've been working out. So I got to get up in the morning and go to the gym and work out with my cousin. Y'all stay positive. And young brothers, leave the crime alone. The crime is whack. People gonna snitch. You're gonna go in and out of jail. You're gonna be done wasted years on your life. You're gonna lose money. You ain't gonna be there to take care of your children. You know what I'm saying? And you're just gonna ruin your whole life trying to, be a street person where they ain't got no rules, uneducated. You're around people don't got the best education. You got the police on one side. You got the other gangs on the other side. You surrounded. You surrounded. You got to keep going into the system and giving them years off your life. 3 years here, 5 years here. One day you make a mistake, you get a 20 piece. You look up, you're an older man. You haven't accomplished much. You ain't got a chance to be around no women because you constantly locked up with dudes. It's the worst. You feel me? It's the worst. You know what I'm saying? So, just leave that alone. You know? Don't be trying to be no gangster. It don't pay. You know what I'm saying? Get a gun legally so you can protect your home, protect your family. Don't lose your gun rights because you done cause some felonies. Now you can't even get a legal gun, especially in Illinois. In some places you can after a while. But you just gonna be wasting your life, you know? You're gonna be wasting your life. But if you want to have a gun, get it the legal way and carry legal to protect yourself. You know, you can't keep getting them cases like that. You know what I'm saying? Back to back to back to back cases, back to back cases. Then when you go into jail, you got to fight. Here in Chicago, you go into county, it could go up at any time. You go to prison, it could go up. It's just a waste of time. So y'all young brothers, turn y'all life around, you know what I'm saying? On everything.